Good morning, friends. Welcome to a special STEAM Saturday. Just a little friendly reminder that you can see me, but I cannot see you. So if you want to say hi in the comments, make sure it's okay with your grown up. I would love to see who is all here. I'm Angelica, one of the librarians here at the Monona Public Library. And we love science and books and experiments, and we're so grateful that you can join us today. Now, this STEAM program is super special because 4K teachers in the district, as well as Mrs. Wapneski, delivered all of these supply kits to you. How amazing! So let's give them a hand, and we can say thank you in sign language like this. Thank you, teachers. Thank you so much. Well, we'll wait a couple more minutes here and see as our friends log on. Hello, friends. Nice to see you in the comments. Wonderful. Hello. Oh, this is so nice. It's a little dreary outside, but we are going to create some colors today. All right, my friends. Well, let's get started. And I do want to say that our experiment today, we have to be very, very careful. Oh, there we go. We have to be very, very careful because we will be using water, and you're watching this on an electronic device, maybe a computer, a tablet, or phone, and water and electronic devices do not mix. You want to keep them apart, away from each other. So this program today works really well if a grown-up can help out, and doing experiments together is always more fun. So let's look at our kit and see what's all in here. Go ahead and take everything out. You have a calendar, there's some pink paper and some white paper. And then you have a whole bunch of coffee filters. And this is where our color is going to come from. You get your own brand new markers. You are the first one to use these markers. It is so fun to have these available. So let's look at all the colors we have. Can you help me figure out what we have? How about this one? Red. You're right. And this one, this is my favorite. Orange. You're right. And if you want to write in the comments what your favorite color is, I would like to see that. All right, then we have, what color is this? Yellow. And then green. And then blue. You got this. And purple. And then we have this one, brown and black. Fabulous. Make sure you have all your markers out. And then you also have 2 cups. And this is where an adult can help and put some water in the cups. And I put a line, if you could see there, on the cup. You don't have to have a full cup of water. Just a little bit will be perfectly fine. Okay, so if you need a moment to get those cups ready, go ahead and take that now. I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, what else do we have in this bag? Your own brand new scissors. A pipette. This is really, really cool. This is what you will use to suck up water and then put it on your coffee filter when we make our rainbow. So this is really great for fine motor skills. Also strengthening your fingers because you have to press on the bulb part. Is that great? And then we have a glue stick and 2 googly eyes. Whoa, they're tiny. So there we go. Now, we are going to actually do 2 experiments. This is so exciting. We're going to start by not making a rainbow. We are going to start with this color. So I'm going to move my things over a little bit here. And I recommend, if you have a paper towel, maybe some construction paper, to put it down on your work area. There we go. All right, so let's take your first coffee filter and lay it nice and flat. There we go. All right, I'm reading some, a lot of friends like the color blue and pink. Pink and purple. It's hard to choose. I love all the colors, but orange is my favorite. Okay, so let's tap this coffee filter and make it nice and flat. And then I want you to take your black marker and color the middle of the coffee filter. See that? So I would say probably the size of a quarter will be enough. And fill it in so it looks like this. Okay. Don't forget to close your caps nice and tight. Okay. I'm going to wait a couple seconds here. Make sure everybody has a little bit of black in the middle of the coffee filter. And then we want to fold the coffee filter in half. Like that. And then we want to fold the coffee filter again. So it starts looking like a piece of pizza. And we will go ahead and fold it again. And it doesn't have to be really, really tight. You almost want it to look like a little flower. Okay? And now take your little cup and I want you to put this coffee filter tip right into the water. And we are going to set it aside and look at it in a few minutes because it will be exciting. Next, we can clean off our work area and start making our rainbow cloud. So with your white paper, you can make your cloud as big or as little as you want. So I'm going to make my cloud pretty small, so that way you could see it a little bit better as I bring it up to the computer. And I'll use my scissors and create a cloud. Kind of like today. It was very interesting. It was raining and snowing at the same time. Here we go. So I have a little cloud. There you go. Try to make it look nice and fluffy. All right. Then we need to draw a smiley face. You could use any color you want. I'm going to use black. I'm going to make a little smiley face. Like that. And then I'm going to take the pink paper and cut out 2 small circles for cheeks. There we go. Nice and careful. Take our time. Here's my first circle. There we go. And I put enough supplies in your bag so that you can actually make more than one cloud. Okay. Then we need our glue stick. There we are. I'm going to glue my cheeks to the cloud. Go. Nice, happy cloud. There you are. And what's nice with being on Facebook Live is you could actually pause if you need a little bit more time. You could pause the video and then continue when you're ready. right, here we go. Oh, I wish I could see your creations. If you can, take a picture of it and put it in the comments. I would really, really love to see what your clouds look like. Okay, our cloud is missing something. Eyes. Let's go ahead and glue them on. We have a happy, googly-eyed cloud. There you go. And press down, press down. Here we are. There's my cloud. And this is the part that gets really exciting. You take a coffee filter, and like I said, you have extra supplies, so you can do this more than once. Go ahead and make it nice and flat. Here we are. And we will be creating our rainbow shortly. So I'm going to glue my cloud to the coffee filter. Here we go. Put it on the back. Nice amount of glue. Okay. It's coming together. Ta-da! Do you see that? But how can our cloud have a rainbow if there's no color, right? This is the fun part. Let's look at our colors. Colors of a rainbow, if you start on the bottom, you start with purple. And what I want you to do is draw a rainbow with your marker. There we go. So you have some lines. And then take your next color, blue, and do the same thing. And colors are made up of different types of molecules. And the molecules will be traveling through the coffee filter depending on their size. So some will travel fast and some will travel slow. And that's what we're going to see when we use our pipette. All right, let's do green. There. Oh. And what color should we do next? What do you think? Yellow. That's right. All coming together. There's yellow, and then orange. Here we go. Starting to look like a rainbow. And red for your last one. There we go. And I'm going to put another piece of paper towel underneath. So this is what my rainbow looks like. So let's see what happens when we take our pipette, take a little bit of water. So you squeeze it, and then when you release, it brings up the water. And go ahead and drop the water on the colors and see what happens. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit here and there, and you start seeing the colors move through the coffee filter. So here it goes, and if you give it a little bit of time, and you can then decide how much water you want to put on it. So my blue and my purple and green are moving nicely. Now I'll add a little bit more water to the yellow and to the orange and to the red. There we go. And it'll become a nice, beautiful rainbow. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more. And then as you let this sit for a little bit, the colors will keep spreading out, and then you'll have a beautiful spring rainbow where you see all the different molecules moving through the coffee filter. So I said that our first experiment we set aside. Let's take a peek at it. What is happening here? see the different colors. Now, we started with black. But what colors do you see? I see blue, a little bit of purple, and you can do this with different colors, and you can experiment by using little cups and seeing what a color is made of. So black, this black marker actually has blue molecules, and it has purple, and they are different sizes, so they move through the filter whenever they can get through. So the blues are moving up real fast. So that is so amazing. How are your coffee filters coming along? Seeing if there's any pictures here from our friends. Ooh, friends like yellow too. Yellow is a fun color. All right, here we go. And what's really wonderful is that you can extend these experiments and do some other fun things with your coffee filters and your markers. And I'm going to put a couple links into the comments so that you can try some other things too. There we go. All right, how's everybody's rainbow coming along? There we go. I can't wait to see your rainbows. If you get a chance to email them to us here at the library, that would be super fun. And I'll put in our email address. You could send it to youth. Here we go. .org. Here we go. It's always fun to look back and see our friends' creations. So I hope you had lots of fun making a rainbow, and then maybe you can try doing some other experiments with your other filters. I'm going to see what, maybe what is green made out of. So I will do the same thing. Make a nice circle of green and then fold it in half. And again, so it looks like a little pizza. And again, I'll put it in the water and we'll wait and see what happens. So you can experiment with different colors. Maybe you can try 2 or 3 colors. You can try with primary colors like red, blue, and yellow. And you could then try with other colors like maybe purple or orange and see what it looks like as the molecules go through the coffee filter. So thank you, friends. I hope you had a lot of fun creating your rainbow and learning about chromatography. That's an awesome word that describes the movement of molecules through something. And that something for us is a coffee filter. So here we go. Oh, hello. Hello, friends. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for putting your names and your favorite colors in the comments. It's always wonderful to communicate with you. I hope you have an amazing day. And again, I would love to see your creations. So, my friends, it is time to say goodbye, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, friends. Thank you.